always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Rams and the Titans.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Patton, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 2-yard line.
Now a give right side. Patton. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
2nd and 5. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 6-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. Quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So we've come to past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the end zone, touchdown Rams. A great play there. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Parsons. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll get this down to the 38. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 15-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. It's Patton. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Parsons. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
brought down
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Gain of 25 yards on the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
5. Titans 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's the Rams here that take home the W, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Rams field stretching tight end. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Rams and the Colts coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis. As always, as CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage.
Evan McPherson sets
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up. To the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Walker on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all.
Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And the Rams at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Fields now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to number 85.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Fields. Right side completes to Mechie. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, Walker.
33-yard line.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Colts first down.
They run again with Walker. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And the pressure gets to him again. Bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift. Because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 9, second and 5. Fields throwing again. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we come to halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
That time, a 6-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Brought down at the
a good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Walker. Nifty move. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's,
They can't always account for individual effort defensively, and this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
At the Rams' 3-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
Cross on the stop. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 12. That's the end of the third quarter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings
Ball
up
on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Colts.
Walker with another carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37.
And a Colts 1st down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was brought down by
yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Finding Walker, complete. Touchdown!
Complete to
Kenneth Walker.
Touchdown,
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts
kicker on
answer
for the
back with a
extra point.
touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Point after,
The kick
right
is
down the
good.
middle. And they will take
Makes
a
the score
7-point
Colts
lead.
31. Rams
So
24.
that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard, 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a run with Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 156 yards rushing for him here as he starts. So it's a win here for the Colts, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.